welcome if you've just joined us. So welcome if you have joined us for Friday night testing. It's going to go one of two ways tonight. Either nothing's going to happen or we're going to see a lot of cars on the track. We're expecting everybody tonight, but you never know what's going to happen. So this is us at the last week before the main event kicks off. Plenty of cars on track at the moment, and this is the Hungaroring as it is. Probably going to have a look at it a little bit later. Most drivers are currently in testing liveries at the moment. So tonight could be either a very healthy watch or a very slow watch. There's going to be things that I'll be experimenting with. We'll be watching some of the drivers go around the track. It's basically about getting the stream set up for next weekend. I am told the drivers are needed on the track for something tonight, so we could potentially see more than what we can see in the distance just there. Hungaroring itself is very, very tight track. Interesting to see what 50 cars can do next Sunday when we go live for the Simufur GT3 season 3. If you've been following their Twitter, you'll see that there's been a phenomenal 50 sign-ups. Series, you would have seen him in his silver. He's now recently been promoted to gold with his new class cars. Just being a little bit slower transition now with his new class coming, a new car. First time we've ever seen Azure in the Mercedes-Benz. Yes, he does. So let's see who else is out. Plasma, relatively new to the grid. He's not really done any racing with us before. He's going to be coming out in the brand new BMW M4 that was launched late last year. It was just before November. For those of you that watched anyone in the Imola 6-hour race, it would have been in that. Yes, this is Plasma's M4. All custom liveries have been hidden at the moment, so you can see a very basic outline of what they're going to look like. Back on the grid for the first time in a long time is Bracken. Bracken's choosing to come out in the Lexus. There's a yellow flag over there. No one's parked up in that corner. Who's that? Potentially, that's Paul. But yeah, anyway. Bracken back out on the grid, number 95. That's the number he's always raced under as far as I'm aware. Welcome to the stream if you've just joined us. We wish Bracken all the best of luck as the GT3 season comes to an open next week. Hopefully after having a bit of a break from it, he'll be refreshed and ready to go. Move on to someone else now. Name appears as Sebring Enthusiast. You all know him as Nate, if you know him. Nate's decided to come out in the McLaren this time around. It's one of his favourite cars, I think. Again, custom livery's been hidden. You can see a very basic outline of what it's going to look like. Or it might be completely different, you never know. He joins in a number 131 McLaren this season. To the grids is Simufur in the GTR. GTR after the 1.8 update seems to be a little bit more of a solid car, or at least I think so when I've driven it anyway. I'm not sure if that's just the game graphics or what. It looks like it might take a bit this one. Nope. No, it's just me. That's fair enough. So currently following Nate round then is Simufur running P2 overall, so looks promising for him. We'll see what can happen on Sunday. Next Sunday when we have the opening round of the GT3 Championship here. Got a yellow car pulled over just. Who's that? It's Plasma, it's pulled up. Just on the exit of the corner there. Luckily the two drivers have seen him in good time there, but let's move on to see if we can catch someone else. Skyler, another newbie to the grid. He comes out in the Honda. Number 660 Honda in Skyler V. Brand new to the AM class. Someone who's not been on the grid in a long, long time. It's Avalanche, who joins us in the very, very nice Aston Martin V12. His cars, I think, first joined in 2012, 2013, and it was Aston Martin's race car for a long time before they switched to the V8 Vantage. Just listen to the noise of it. It's probably one of the noisiest cars on the track. It sounds absolutely phenomenal. Say hi and stream if you're watching. Another relatively new to the grid in the silver class in the BMW, not the BMW. Wow. Well, This is why we have these sessions to iron out the creases. In the Mercedes, it's Newbie Kings. They also ran the Imola race, the 6-hour endurance race for Simufur last year. Can't remember what position they finished in, or if they finished. However, they're back for the GT3 season. Oh, lost it a little bit there. Luckily, Orez here manages to slow down and avoid the incident. Orez in a different car than the Aston Martin V8 this time round. Another GTR on the track, so it could be interesting to see what he could do with it. Orez has come a long way since he first started racing with us, putting in a lot of decent lap times in the Aston Martin before the 1.8 nerf, let's call it a nerf, before the 1.8 nerf of the Aston. It was his favourite car, so hopefully he can find a good companion in this one. We've done that car. Nope. Everybody's parked, everybody's parked. Aha! Back again is Hemi Husky in the Bentley Continental GT. Hemi's done a few races with us in the past. He's one of the front runners alongside Fez. And will probably be Azure. Azure still holding P1 at the moment. However, it looks like one of Hemi's first class laps has only done 2 in general. But Hemi Husky is well known for being in the Bentley Continental. You can end up surprising us with it as well. Definitely looking forward to watching the first Bentley we've seen so far. Hopefully there are more Bentleys out there, but for now Hemi Husky is representing. Here he is, the owner of Simufur, and taking a brand new car as well. Tonight it's Fez Fox very briefly out on track. Come back to that later. Very briefly out on track then is Fez Fox, car number 86, very famous number for him in the sense that he always uses it. Someone else who we've not seen on the grid in a while, it's Tricky, coming out in the brand new M4 BMW. I have to say, the M4 sounds phenomenal. It's not personally my favourite to drive. My favourite is the Bentley Continental, but the sheer sound of the BMW is something else. I'll tell you what then, we seem to have sit in the pit lane, some of them currently, potentially going over their last minute setups, giving it that fine tweak. Oh look, there is another Bentley Continental. Fantastic. Car number 32. When I figure out how to properly find out who car 32 is, we'll let you know. But for now, oh well. For now, I suppose it's doing it this way. Car number 32 is Tai Chi. Tai Chi, one of our front runners again. Seems to have joined in with Skyler anyway. far on the grid. But definitely what I'm seeing tonight is a good mixture of cars so far. I'm told the BMW is more popular than any other car here, but with so many cars on the grid, I suppose having 8 or 10 of them is probably just going to add to a good mixture of cars. We've got Audis as well, Hondas, Lexuses, Nissans, McLarens, Mercedes. Get to see a V8 Aston Martin. We even got a Lamborghini, so there we go. Very good mixture of cars here. Excuse me. Goodness, getting over the tail end of a cold. Excuse me. As I said, for now you can see here all liveries are very basic at the moment. Purposely made a point of not downloading the liveries. As far as I'm aware, some of the drivers are ready, some of the drivers haven't quite finished them, some of the drivers haven't started one, and some of the drivers may keep the car as is, but you never know. That's what next Sunday is going to be about. Who's this? 40. Otto. Just Otto, number 40? Otto. Oh well, that was close enough. So, since the cars are lining up to do something or other, we're going to go on a quick track walk. So, obviously you can see the start-finish straight here. This is where all 50 of our cars will start, with so many of them being on the track. Whoever ends up in last will probably be here. By the time we hit lights out, probably getting round that corner there. So it's going to be a very interesting stretch down to turn 1. I'm just going to wind on, start finish straight for a little bit there. As you can see, coming down to the end of the start finish straight, you can see the pit exit. Hopefully that is Russell and Lunatic coming out the pit exit now, but my point here is it joins almost right out onto the racing line. The racing line is this dark bit of the track here, bit where most cars follow to get through the corner. So leading down to the first corner, it is probably one of the sharpest hairpins. Zoom out a little bit so you can see it. So cars will come absolutely full on top speed down the hill into a very, very tight hairpin turn. It looks quite wide from up the top, but as you can see, car going through there. I haven't memorised everybody's name yet. Car going through there, it was quite wide. A very slow corner is turn number 1, the hairpin. So coming through it now. It's plasma again. So anyway, we get up to speed from turn number 1, continuously on the gas, until we get to our second hairpin, which is not as tight as number 1, but it's a very long sweeping left-hand turn. Again, going down a hill there, so maximum control needed. Not a lot of accelerating can be done going through the corner. Probably start accelerating again coming out the corner. Got a car coming down now. Coming onto the next corner then, a lot of the cars will be able to take that curb opposite you absolutely flat out. It wouldn't affect the car at all, but some of the lower riding cars may experience a bit of a bumpy time trying it in the Bentley Continental. I found coming from the outside and pretty much literally travelling straight across the bump. Bentley doesn't seem to move, but you never know, other cars might. And once you've negotiated this corner, it is then onto another nice long straight section here before we get to this little kink in the track. As a rookie driver, I can tell you, very difficult to get that bit right. You can take the weight of the curb there. Let's see if we get anyone else coming round on a potential outlap to do it at all. Ignore the HUD down in the bottom left there, that is Skylar in the Honda. Because we've selected a free camera, we're no longer following Skylar, but it will still give us all his stats as he comes round. You can see one of the McLaren's going through that corner there. It was quite, probably not at race speed there. I believe they're just on an outlap to get round the track. But yeah, doing a run up at it, you're probably in about gear 5 here, and then it's hitting the brakes down to gear 3, cutting off as much of the corner as you can without going over the white line. Obviously white line's invalid, and then coming out nice and wide, just like that. Obviously if you go over this green line here, that invalidates the lap, but you can then continue on to bring the car back round to the left of the track to then take this corner. Another long right hand turn this time, a long right hand turn. Can be done with a little bit of gas, but eventually as you get to the opening of the corner, you can then start to full throttle it, but not for very long as you get down to this very, very, very harsh chicane. There's a few ifs and buts about this chicane. There's a lot of people say you can take a lot of the curb in it, but track limits will tell you you can't get away with that much. Although at full speed in racing, every little helps. No one seems to be coming round this way just yet, so we'll move on. So anyway, once you negotiate the hard chicane, you then come round It's a corner where some people can keep their foot down. I personally can't round this corner. I do find myself lifting and coasting a little bit. And in this one again, very much off the gas, let the car do the work round the corner. Too much gas in the rear end will kick out, and you end up in that wall miles away over there. On the run out of the corner, you can come back halfway over this green spot. So you see a little central line trailing down there, probably that left section of green. I think you can come over that a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. Someone doing this at race speed? Nope, just a practice run. Following the track round then, full throttle on this course, on this bit of the track with most of the cars. And then changing down a little bit, letting the car coast round this corner. Full speed ahead, then down onto this right hand turn here. Before very sharp brakes. And tucking right into the corner, almost over the line, but tucking into the corner, you get the best exit out the corner. Nice and wide there. Come back over to the right, and then slow right down for the penultimate hairpin. Not the final hairpin, the penultimate hairpin of the track. Gear 2 or Gear 1 job for most drivers, definitely me. And then anyway, back up to Gear 2, 3 or 4 here, and then down to 3 or 2 here before we come back round onto the start finish straight, which is a hairpin. Go up higher so you can see it, it is a hairpin. Very long hairpin again. And what I've found personally with this hairpin, the more you tuck in, the more chance you've got of the rear end just sliding out and kicking the car out completely. And there you have it, back onto the start finish straight then. So I'll be right back, and we'll go back to watching a few drivers race around the track and see if we catch anyone putting in any hot laps tonight, or whether or not it's just final setups. Man. Certainly a lot of noise going on. Oh, these two are twins. So are these two. I bet you're not supposed to see. I'm just gonna duck down behind the building. Anyway, I'll be right back. we're back. Just turn away for a minute there. Seems like they're doing something more than a practice start. Don't know what they could be doing, but maybe we'll see some track action. From the little yellow dots on the screen, they appear to be moving the wrong way on the track. That's not the way you run Hungaroring. Hopefully the game won't collectively dish out penalties. It's very good like that. See how high we can go. See if we can get an aerial shot of the whole track. So there we go. There's the whole track minus the start finish line. Just reasons. But you can see how sharp some of the turns actually are. When we see all the white dots on the little track map, sorry, all the little yellow dots go white on the track map, we'll then get back into it. As I said, this is very much a one-off stream. So as they're getting ready to do something on track, I thought I would give us a quick insight of the Hungaroring, and hopefully we see some people driving one another, racing one another. Oh, it's good to get these mistakes out now whilst we're not doing it for live. For live? Oh, there you go. God, it's amazing how they can turn on a pivot like that, isn't it? And the man and his flag. Seems like a couple of people have started moving, but not everyone just yet. Take another walk up the pit lane, see if anyone's still parked up. So as I said, what you do see of tonight, if you do see any cars racing, they are purposely missing their custom liveries. They haven't been downloaded yet. Some drivers may still be working on them. Oh, hello, we seem to have got movement. Bit of movement going on, it seems, from nearly all the drivers there. Some of them still stuck at... Some of them very slowly coming out of turn 1, going through turn 1. Seems potentially like they're doing a very slow parade lap, so we'll see what's going on there. So they've come out of turn 1, they're now coming onto that turn 2, which would have been at racing speeds. Quite a slow corner. Certainly be a struggle to go 3 wide at racing speed through that corner, but we'll see some of the pros do it, I'm sure. I'll catch up with them in a bit. Nice addition there. Looks like it seems like a little go-kart track. Maybe a beginner's one there as well. Let's see what everyone else is doing. Potential practice racing going on then as everyone gets underway. Here we go, the first batch of cars are going at racing speeds through these corners. See how much is handling that. Oh, some of them a little bit too wide there. Lexus absolutely sticking like glue. We've got another batch of cars coming now. Oh, there goes another one. Down to the final hairpin. Watch some of these cars go round. Might not necessarily be a practice start. Some of them will be beginning to put in some laps. Each car sounds very different and unique from the other, especially the Lexus going right now. Watch a few of them come through the very first hairpin then, so this one's going to be quite tight. A group of them are coming through now, not necessarily at racing speeds. Somebody might try it. My gosh, what happened there? Welcome to the stream if you've just joined. Not much is honestly happening at the moment in terms of me. I'm pretty happy with how I'm set up. The stream seems to be running at excellent quality, so doesn't appear to be much latency in it either. The quality of it seems good, so that should bode well for Sunday night. Got about 18 drivers out and about on the grid at the moment, just having a bit of a practice session. We're sat on the first corner just watching people go through. We'll switch corners in a minute. As you can see, it's a very tight first turn. Really got to tuck into that curb and then run nice and wide coming out the corner to get the most speed out of it. Let's go down to this corner here. So this is a very long sweeping left-hand turn. You've got to tuck in quite tight on this corner as well. And I've found that maybe people can handle it differently to me. I've found that coming off the accelerator and coasting round gets you round relatively quickly. See if we can see some other people. We've seen Tricky, we've seen Fez. Another racer on the grid is Corey Coyote coming out in the Nissan. Again, another Nissan on the track. Corey Coyote's done a few bits and bobs with us over the last year, especially. Don't think he did the M of the 6 hour, but he's coming back for this championship. Again, the car is probably not a brilliant white colour. It probably has a custom livery to it, but we'll certainly see what comes into play. Sabre Kitsune, Tricky, Hemi, Blade Wolf. Blade Wolf, we've not seen. They're running an entirely new car this season, being chased by Azure currently. Running a new car this season, it's the Audi. The 1.8 VIX on the Aston Martin, just, I don't know, it did something to it, and now it's not a very good car at all. It used to be the car for beginners. But now that more seems like the BMW. Anyway, Blade's been running the Audi in other series for quite a while now. He seems to have got the hang of it. Whereas for Azure, this will be, well, this track is the first outing he's had in the Mercedes. And he said personally to us that he doesn't want to like the car, but it's pushed him to be at least half a second faster than his fastest time. So there you go, he's pulling off now, probably to go back in and sort out his setup. Meanwhile in front we've got Hemi in the bend and we're going to watch him do a lap. So this is how I would be seeing it if I was driving the bend on my favourite car. Coming from his braking reference, which was around about here, almost literally aimed straight at the inside of the corner, getting all the way down to gear 1, and then from what I could tell, potentially trail braking it through the corner. Trail braking I am not very good at. It's one of those ones, it's easy to understand in theory of what you do, but in terms of actually doing it, completely different story. Some people take it a different way. Some people come to almost a dead stop before the corner and then turn into it. Moving on then, we've seen Blade as well. Suzuka, another brand new silver racing driver, joining us for GT3 in the McLaren again. Another McLaren on track. Last one we saw was late. It looked like they've had a bit of a scuff coming off the track there on their front bumper and the hood. New AM racing driver, it's Paula in the Audi, another Audi on the track. Paula first joined us for the Imola 6 hour. Bit of a wiggle coming out of the chicane there, but she caught that really well. She's been doing practice races and stuff on her streams. If I ever get her permission through my streams, I might end up sharing one or two YouTube streams so you can see what the racers are doing themselves rather than just watch me running commentary. So yeah, car number 148, brand new to the AM grid, Paula Brady. Otto as well, another new driver to the grid. He's racing in AM, car number 40. Another Mercedes coming out onto the track then. I'll tell you what, it doesn't look like it's... I could be wrong, but that could be the older version of the Mercedes, but as I said, I could be wrong. Let's watch him take the first corner. Is out on track. Saber kit soon. Oh, we've seen him. Sorry, we've seen him. Actually, we've seen Newbie, Nate, Lawrence, Paula, Corey, Otto. No, that is literally everyone. Have a bit of a grid walk then, see who else we can see. So the black and reds. Car number 30 is tricky. At the moment, very menacing looking livery, fantastic looking livery as well, but probably not complete. Going down the grid then, we did a lap with him just now. It's Hemi Husky in car number 101, the Bentley Continental GT. Parked up but not in the garage is car number 84, Avalanche, in the Aston Martin V12 Vantage. Number 660 is Skylar. We saw him out on track earlier. One of the only Hondas I've seen at the moment. I could be wrong. There could be more. And then number 523, Sabre Kidsoon. There we go. Okay, and I think personally that completes the stream for me. I've done all the testing I want to do, in the sense that there's not really any testing to be doing. Thank you to the one watcher who has watched, and hopefully we'll see you all next Sunday for the opening session of the Simufur GT3 Season 3 World Championship. Thank you very much, and good night. The opening session of the Simufur GT3 Season 3 World Championship. Thank you very much, and good night.